Wake up. Ask yourself the question, can you thoroughly recall and remember the last 7 days of your life? Did you do anything worthwhile?
How many times have you heard that you can't do this, you can't do that, and it has never been done before? I hear this all the time. As a matter of fact, I love it when someone says that no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it.
The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, in this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard. It's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power of pushing through whatever's holding you back and get to the other side of more of your true self. That's what this game's all about.
What's the difference between someone who wins at life and someone who loses? And that's a thought that's worth running through your mind. That's something worth getting curious about if you want to win. Life responds to what you deserve. Life doesn't respond to what you want. Life doesn't respond to what you need. Life responds to what you deserve. And so if you want more, the only way to get it is to deserve more. How do you deserve more? You take action. You take the right action. You take the action that's required of you, that you know is required of you in order to get to where you want to be, in order to get what you want.
Stop wasting valuable time. If you want something, you have got to be relentless.
You have to be a leader, to be unique, to be hungry always, and never satisfied. Proud, but never satisfied. To be followed by the competition, to take criticism and negativity and use it to build your greatness, to survive the storms and the tough moments.
Now the best thing is, you don't have to be great to get started. You can make up what you lack in talent right now with boost in effort and giving more and working harder and fighting further and giving more than everyone else. If you can stay consistent enough, if you can stay patient with your passion, if you can stay in the game for long enough, you will win. If you keep trying, you keep working on it day and night, you give it all you got, you will make it.
And I said to my family, I want to be a bodybuilding champion. Now you can imagine how that went over in my home in Austria. My parents, they couldn't believe it. They would have been just happy if I would have become a police officer like my father, or married someone like Heidi, who had a bunch of kids and ran around like the Von Trapp family in Sound of Music. That's what my family had in mind for me, but something else burned inside me. Something burned inside me. I wanted to be different. I was determined to be unique. I was driven to think big and to dream big. Everyone else thought that I was crazy. My friend said, if you want to be a champion in a sport, why don't you go and become a bicycle champion or a skiing champion or a soccer champion? Those are the Austrian sports. But I didn't care. I wanted to be a bodybuilding champion and use that to come to America and use that to go into the movies and make millions of dollars.
It is sacrificing your today for a better tomorrow. It is living a few years of your life like others won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like others can. That sacrifice, the dedication, the commitment, the discipline. Only rare human beings have these qualities. Only the very best among us. Then there's failure. Because we all know that it is coming, it is human nature.
So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. After all, I remember that after I was finished with my bodybuilding career, I wanted to get into acting and I wanted to be a star in films. You can imagine what the agents said when I went to meet all those agents. Everyone had the same line that it can't be done. The rules are different here. Just look at your body. You have this huge, monstrous body and overly developed that doesn't fit into the movies. You don't understand. This was 20 years ago, the Hercules movies.
Now let me ask you a question. What do you deserve? What do you deserve? You don't even have to answer it. Anyone can answer it. You deserve exactly what you have right now. Whatever it is, whatever your situation is, whatever your circumstances are, that is exactly what you deserve. Not a little bit more, not a little bit less. What you have right now is exactly what you've earned. If it was easy, you wouldn't even appreciate it if you got the success. Look at the people that have what they want without even earning it. They're miserable. And you want to be miserable? In fact, you should welcome the challenge. You should welcome the struggle, the grind, the hustle every single day. If you really want that, the ultimate goal, the ultimate passion, your vision, making it real, welcome the struggle. Because that's when you really start to appreciate your goals. That's when you really start to appreciate what it is that you want to accomplish.
But, I didn't listen to orders. These were their rules, not my rules. I was convinced I could do it, that if I worked as hard as I did in bodybuilding, 5 hours a day, and I started getting the work, I started taking acting classes, took English classes, took speech classes, dialogue classes, accent removal classes I even took. And finally I broke through.
But you have to fight your devils. You have to fight them off. You have to push them aside. You have to be willing to say, I'm not going to fall for the distractions because there's so much out there. And everything's pulling you here, there, and the other way. And maybe your family is saying one thing, and maybe your friends are saying something else, and your colleagues, and maybe everyone else is okay with your excuse for not making it to the top, but you cannot be okay with your excuse for not making it to where you want to be in your life, because you have to be willing to take responsibility for what it is that you want, and you have to be willing to do what it takes to get what you want.
There is no greater satisfaction in life than that of hard work paying off. No greater satisfaction than knowing you are self.
And you have to work your way up. Of course, run for something else first. I mean, it was the same in when I ran for governor. The same lines. You have to work your way up. It can't be done. And then, of course, I ran for governor, and the rest, of course, is history. They said you have to start with a small job as mayor, and then as assemblyman, and then as lieutenant governor, and then as governor. And they said, that's the way it works in a political career. I said, I'm not interested in a political career. So, like I said, I decided to run. I didn't pay attention to the rules, and I made it, and the rest is history. People ask me all the time. They say to me, what is the secret to success? So many young people are getting so much advice from their parents and from the teachers and from everyone. But what is most important is that you have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be?
Achieving your goals is one thing, but achieving them against all odds is a whole nother world. Did you make anything significant happen? Did you stretch, grow? Were you uncomfortable in new situations? And did you gain something? Were you expanding yourself, your life, and your beingness? Or were you holding yourself back? Because you're the only one who can tap your ultimate potential. You're the only person that can make your exact visions come to life.